Like, I'll be honest, Arsenal really impressed me the other day, man. Like, I know it's just pre-season and stuff, innit? But we even saw them, for example, last year. Like, they still had like a decent team structure and stuff, innit?
Yeah, they did have that. They did have that last year. But
And adding
Arsenal
that quality
again,
now.
yeah, they'll build on. Apart from Jesus, who else have they brought in? Him and Zinchenko.
Fabio Vieira, they'd probably be linked with another midfielder and a wide player and stuff, innit? See, Jesus is finished the other day.
Yeah, great finish. I think
he's got 4 or 5 goals in pre-season already in it, so he's clearly settling into good enough.
Yeah,
Saliba is
he's
massive
confident.
as well. Saliba looked very good the other day.
He's a good player. He's a good player in general. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal need a good start to the season. They need a good start to the season. I don't know pre-season wise. I think they've won all their games, haven't they?
I don't know. I just watched the last game in it. Chelsea. Watched the first 45 of that. Because the games are barely.
Yeah, they've won all the games in pre-season. They look like, I don't know. They look comfortable in it. Obviously, the manager's been there. What is this? His third full season or something like that? Yeah. So the manager's been there long enough. Most of the players have been there long enough. Like, there's not really any excuses. Like, they bottled top 4 last season. Like, they should have finished in top 4 because they were in the top 4 for the majority of the season. So the pressure's on them. And Edu's even come out himself saying that we need to win something now. So Edu's increased the pressure on Arsenal as well. So if Arsenal do not win something this season, it's a mad thing, bro.
Edu's interview on Sky Sports was good though. Like, someone said pre-season hype. Like, you can only judge from what we've seen so far, and Arsenal have looked very good.
From what I saw of them against Chelsea, yeah, they did look good, but I don't know how good they looked compared to how bad Chelsea looked, because Chelsea were horrible. Do you know what I mean? Because even when you look at Odegaard's goal, which was a very good goal, he managed to just walk into a box, like in between 4 Chelsea players. No one went with him. And I was thinking, hold on, like, what is actually going on, bro? It looked so bad. So
that's weird. Some say Baines were miles better than Arsenal. I wouldn't say that. Like, you need to understand, this is our first pre-season under 10 up. Arsenal, Arteta's had them, what, 3 years now?
He's had them for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, so like, we still have to be kind of like cautious with how United doing it.
Yeah.
Which is
that's what I mean, but I think it'd be interesting.
Arsenal should be better than us. Whether we finish above them or not is a different story, innit? Because Europa League, let's see how.
No, they should be better than us based on how long their players have been there. Like, the way the players are maturing. Like, Saka's another season more mature. Same with Smith Rowe. Saliba's come back. Do you know what I mean? If Saliba is going to play for them, do you know what I mean? Like, he's a good player. So, of course, like, Odegaard's now fully settled into the Premier League. He's got a full season under his belt. When you look at the individual players and how long they've been there and the time that they've had to adapt, they're supposed to be ahead of us. They're supposed to be. But I just don't think they will, bro. Like, I just don't believe. Yeah, exactly. I just don't believe in them, bro. I feel like there's a mental block there. Like, genuinely. I think it's a mental thing. I don't even think it's anything to do with the players. It's just like last season, yeah, when I predicted that Tottenham were gonna get a point at Liverpool and Arsenal were gonna capitulate. I just had a feeling, like, and they were playing all right, bro. Like, Arsenal ended up beating. I think they beat us, West Ham, and someone else or something, didn't they? Like, yeah. And even then, I was so sure they were gonna bottle it, bro. I was still sure, bro. So there's just something I just don't know.
I think my thing with Arsenal right now, like, from what I've seen, Thomas Partey looks like one of the most important players in it. And do they really have another player in that?
And he can't be relied on.
Yeah,
he can't be relied on for fitness issues.
So name me 3 players to take from Arsenal. I'll take plenty of players from Arsenal. Like, I like Zinchenko signing. I like Gabriel.
I'll take Jesus right now because we need someone like him. We need someone that can play out wide, someone that can play down the middle. So I'll take him immediately. I'll take him immediately. So
Saliba so far looks good. Let's see how he does in a full season.
That's what I mean. So yeah, there's a few men. There's a few men that you could take from Arsenal, bro. To be honest, bro. Like, look at Man United's attack. It's so light. It's so light, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Man United can't really be turning their nose up at attackers, bro, because man don't really want to be seeing Anthony Elanga play for my football club. And that's just how.
Like, I don't mind. Like, the thing is, I don't mind him as a squad player, innit? But the fact, like, even though he's a squad player, he's just so Like he's our fourth choice forward right now, isn't it? If Ronaldo does leave, which is concerning.
It's frightening. It's frightening. But that's what I mean. It's frightening that he's ahead of Ahmad. Like, to me, that doesn't even make sense. Ahmad just came back from loan. I think Ahmad's older than him. Or maybe he's not. I don't know.
No, I don't think he is. Unless they're the same
maybe.
age.
Yeah, they're the same age or something. But like, they're like, he's definitely more seasoned than him. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing, bruv. Like, I just don't understand why he's ahead of Ahmad. Like, he was ahead of Ahmad under Ranić because obviously Ahmad wasn't there. But, bro, like, he's still ahead of Ahmad, it seems, like in the pecking order, bro. Like Ahmad should be our fourth choice attacker, really.
It's interesting, isn't it, with Elanga? Because, like I said, I don't mind Elanga, but I do feel like he is slightly struggling in it. And it's not even just like his technical ability, just following manager's instructions. Because what was it? I feel like it was the second game, I think it was. You could hear Ten Hag shouting at him, innit? Because he wasn't occupying the width, like wide areas.
He's just not an intelligent player. He's someone that gets drawn. He gets drawn towards the ball, innit? And that's what he does. He gets drawn towards the ball, and then he uses his pace to exploit. That's all he does. Like, he's not an intelligent footballer, and our manager is making players think, innit? And this is why I don't think that he's got I just don't think that he's got what it takes to survive under this manager, and that's why we need to address that attacking area. If we address that attacking area, before the start of the season, then I think that like top four is a realistic target if we get a couple of attackers in.
Like, the thing is, the way I look at it, I think United, we should be fighting for top four, but if we don't get top four, I'm not mad at Ten Hag. I don't think we're at the level of a top four side right now, in my eyes. We're relying a lot on Ten Hag's magic rather than some of the quality of these players. And
100%. We're relying on the system, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because a lot of teams do that instead of relying on the individuals. We've been the other way around in the past where we've relied on the individuals but not the structure. So if it means that we're relying on the structure, it's fine.
We're relying on a lot on Ten Hag improving these players, kind of thing. And some of these players we know ain't good enough, but we just want a decent enough level for these lot to get us top four. Like, you could argue Maguire's in that category as well right now, isn't it?
Yeah. No, facts. No, that's nothing but facts. I'm saying Lingard was better. Lingard was better, but we don't know the politics here between why Lingard's left, bruv, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure the manager, but I'm sure the manager wouldn't have minded having him, bro, because the way he actually plays football, he would have suited like what we're trying to do right now. Like, he would have. But clearly, like, things became untenable between him and the club. Because it would have made sense for him. He only signed a 1-year deal at Nottingham Forest. It would have made sense for him to stay at Man United.
I think that makes sense though.
It does. It does.
Apparently on £200,000 a week at Forest, 1-year deal. If Forest get relegated, they obviously don't have to keep. And if Forest do stay up, let's be honest, Jesse Lingard's probably going to be a massive part of it. And like people said, maybe you could get back into the English squad. Let's be honest, even when he performed to West Ham at a high level, he weren't in the English squad. He didn't get
Southgate
he was in like the preliminary, but I don't think he was in the actual squad. And let's be honest, England have just got better. We still got people like Jadon Sancho, Rashford, who are ahead of Lingard, not in the England squad. So I don't think no matter what Jesse does from now until the World Cup, he's never going to be in the squad in my eyes.
No, 100%. No, I hear that. I hear that completely. So,
and let's be honest, I don't know. We just have to on the counter is not a bad move for Jesse, innit? It's still close to Manchester, Nottingham. Obviously, has a kid here still. And then, like, for example, Jesse probably thinks he's better than he is, isn't it? Like, if he performs at Forest to a good enough level, maybe other clubs might offer him a bigger package kind of thing, innit? Because let's be honest, with Jesse, he benefits from having that J-Links brand as well, innit?
Yeah.
Which is why clubs might be willing to pay more. Because let's be honest, like, you see kids all the time with a Jesse Lingard shirt, whether people think he's good or not.
Nah. He sells shirts.
And then he has that celebration as well, which people like.
Yeah, no, you're right. Nah, Lingard does sell shirts. That's one thing he does do, innit? But I don't know. You know what? Maybe he wants to be loved, etc. It's not bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if he's there, like, he's going to be a fan favorite. He's going to be a big fish. And I've said it many times on all these shows. Sometimes as a player, it's good to go somewhere where you're the guy. People love you. Do you know what I mean? And you can have a bit of the spotlight on you, bro. Because he's been at Man United for so long. Why not? Go and be the big fish somewhere. Go be the big fish somewhere. So I don't think it's the worst decision he's made. But Man United shouldn't be letting players like him go, unless they've got replacements, because they knew he was going to leave. They knew Cavani was going to leave. They knew Pogba was going to leave. They knew Matic was leaving. They knew Mata was leaving. That's 5 players.
Eriksen,
you know all these players. What's that?
Eriksen was the replacement.
Yeah, but Lingard technically has been playing as a wide player for Man United for years. He's never played in that number 10 role, so I couldn't even see Eriksen as a replacement for him.